My inclination right now is that you might not be the guy, but I think you know who is the guy.
Our story begins in Wausau, Wisconsin. On the afternoon of May 2nd, 2009, Riverside County 911 received an alarming call.
Riverside County 911, what is your emergency?
I have a neighbor over here. He speaks
Where?
Spanish. I don't. The address is 1208 South 12th Ave. He said someone needs an ambulance over there. It's an apartment complex.
Okay, what number apartment?
Number 1.
Number 1?
I'm on the phone right now with him. Yeah, number 1.
It's 1208 South 12th Avenue, number 1?
Yeah.
What's going on with him?
What's going on? What's the problem?
I don't know what happened. My mother's girlfriend is flying in the floor. I think she's dead. I don't know.
Oh my God! They said that his brother's girlfriend is lying on the floor and they think she's dead. What is your name, sir?
My name is Hugo.
Hugo?
Hugo Ramirez.
Hugo Ramirez?
Tell him to stay with you.
Okay. Can you stay out here with me till the ambulance comes?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you just get back right now?
I'm back from work right now, and
She's laying on the floor. Is she breathing? Is she responsive?
I think somebody killed her, or she killed herself.
She's got something around her neck. Her neck is cut.
She got like.
Oh my God! They said her neck is cut. Oh, please hurry! I'm freaking out now. Are you okay here?
My brother's girlfriend.
Okay, come on, just calm down. They'll be here as fast as they can. You just got back right now. Who was here? Was she by herself?
By herself.
Okay. Is that your brother right there?
No, my brother isn't working.
Oh, you're trying to get a hold of. Okay. Apparently she was here by herself. He just got home from work and he's trying to get a hold of his brother right now. And he's like a wreck. He's shaking really bad.
Okay, so is he still with you, this man?
Yeah. He's standing right out here with me.
His name's Hugo Ramirez?
Yes.
Does he have a phone?
He does. He's on it right now.
Is there anyone in that house with the female?
Is anyone in the house with the girl?
She was
by herself.
He found her, though?
Are you the one, Hugo, are you the one that found her?
Yeah, I didn't see her car.
Yeah, he's the one that found her.
And there's nobody else in the house?
And there was nobody else in the house. Apparently he and his brother were at work. He just got home from work, and when he...
Found it?
Right.
Okay, hang on a second.
And now he's trying to get a hold of his brother at work. I feel really bad. He's like really shaking him.
He doesn't know what caused this?
No, he said that her neck has like a cut on it, and it looks like she has stab wounds. He said it looks like somebody stabbed her.
The money's still there. Her car is not.
Her car is gone. Her car is gone. Did it look like your apartment was like ransacked or anything? Was there things thrown all over?
Yeah.
So there's nobody else in the house?
Everything.
He said everything in her room was a big mess. Her car is gone, and the door was locked.
Okay, where is the male party now that you were talking
He just went back in.
He went back into that location?
Did he go back in that apartment? Tell him to come out here. Tell him not to touch anything.
Tell him not to
Tell
touch
him not to
anything.
touch.
Stay out of there.
Come here, honey. Come here. Here comes the ambulance right now,
Tell
okay?
Hugo not to touch anything.
Yeah, I'm seeing her. Okay, listen,
Can you talk to Hugo or no?
I got him. I'm holding on to him. The police are here right now, okay?
Can you talk to Hugo? Do you see him?
Yeah, I'm holding on to him.
Okay, tell him not to touch anything or go in
No,
there.
we're outside again.
Okay. You're outside the apartment?
Yeah, the policeman just pulled up and I hear the ambulance right now.
All right, you can talk to him, okay?
Officers and paramedics arrived on the scene. Hugo escorts the officers inside the apartment and to the body of his brother's girlfriend, 18-year-old Breanna Marie Schneller. It was clear to the officers that Breanna was deceased due to the significant amount of blood surrounding her, which had begun to congeal and dry. Her body was just beyond the doorway of the bedroom she shared with her boyfriend. Hugo's brother Sebastian arrived on the scene shortly after the police. Officers brought the Ramirez brothers to the station for questioning. Breanna's mother, Lori Schneller, unaware of what had occurred, arrived at the apartment to return her daughter's car from the mechanic's shop. She saw Breanna's building roped off with crime scene tape. Lori approached the officers and identified herself. They informed her that someone inside Breanna's apartment was deceased and that she should report to the police department. Craig Schneller, Breanna's father, received a call from his wife Lori, informing him of what the officers had told her. After ending the call with Lori, Craig and his son Rocky frantically called Breanna. However, her phone went straight to voicemail. Rocky and Craig drove to the Wausau Police Department, hoping Breanna was okay. In the meantime, Detective Matthew Barnes arrived at the scene. He said nothing was out of the ordinary upon entering the apartment. After walking through the kitchen and the family room, the next room was the bathroom down the hallway. In the bathroom sink were 2 knives. The blade on one of the knives had broken, and the severed piece was nowhere to be found. They locate a blood shoe impression on the bathroom rug. Down the hall from the bathroom are 2 bedrooms. Breanna's body was in the room to the left. Detective Barnes said the victim sustained significant injuries to her torso, face, and neck. He said someone was really angry with her. The coroner declared Breanna deceased and estimated that she had died between 10 a.m. and noon that day. One of the theories they had to investigate was a burglary gone wrong. After searching the apartment, the only thing that appeared to be missing was the victim's cell phone. The other bedroom, Hugo's, had money spread throughout it, and other valuables were visible. There was no indication of forced entry. The 2 men who live in the apartment, Hugo and his brother Sebastian Ramirez, Breanna's boyfriend, are immediately persons of interest. Detective Barnes wondered if something had happened between her and her boyfriend, as it seemed to be a crime of passion. At this point, Craig, Lori, and Rocky arrived at the station. Detectives brought them to a conference room and informed them that there was a deceased female who they believed was Breanna. To verify the victim was Breanna, the detectives showed the family crime scene photos, starting with the least graphic one. Not recognizing the first photo, detectives showed a picture of the side of her face. Craig said that Breanna had his nose and knew then that it was her. He said reality started to set in, and he was furious. He said, "Who could do this to a person that doesn't have an enemy in the world?" As an officer escorted Craig down the hallway, he spotted Breanna's boyfriend, Sebastian, in an interview room. The 2 locked eyes, and Craig said he could only think, did he do this to my little girl?
18-year-old Breanna Schneller, a senior at D.C. Everest High School, was found brutally murdered this morning in this Wausau County apartment complex. Her life was cut tragically short in what police are calling a homicidal assault.
A family friend, David Weber, said he and his wife met Breanna at the El Mezcal restaurant. She was a server and was very friendly to them. David said that he heard of the brutal attack on Breanna from the local news. He was shocked and said that murders in their town, especially of that nature, were rare. Breanna's teacher, Stacy Peterson, said she can recall that day very well. She also found out about Breanna's death from the local news. As her teacher, Stacy said it was difficult to see Breanna's chair empty. Madeline Fisher, Breanna's best friend, said their teachers described them as inseparable. She was worried that Breanna's boyfriend killed her, but shared that Sebastian loved Breanna so much. Rocky Schneller said his sister met Sebastian when she was 16. Rocky could tell that the 2 were meant to be from the start. Craig said he could see how much Sebastian loved her. After Breanna's death, Craig, unsure of the brothers' involvement, wondered if they had misled him. He hoped that they had nothing to do with it because he held Sebastian and Hugo in high regard. Detectives speak with the 2 brothers in separate rooms. Sebastian denied involvement and said that Breanna was the love of his life. Here is the interview with his brother, Hugo Ramirez.
Well, I appreciate you coming down here with me so we can try to understand this. Because right now, you're just a witness to what had happened, so we can try to understand better what has happened, you know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure that I understand the sequence of events here. You work at El Tequila Salsa. You live at 1208, what is that, north of 12, or South 12th Ave? Who else lives there with you?
My brother.
Okay. And what's your brother's name?
Sebastian.
Okay.
And Breanna, his girlfriend.
And that's?
3 of us.
Okay.
Breanna
And what's
Schneller.
Breanna? Okay. Okay. Now, when was the last time that you spoke with Breanna?
Last night.
Okay, last night. And you said that was, were you working at the time?
Yes.
And that was at Tequila Salsa. So she was there, and what was she doing there?
Yes, a taco salad.
Okay.
Waiting for my brother.
Okay, so she came for a meal.
Yeah.
So she was there to wait for Sebastian to finish his work shift, is that correct? What time did he get done with work last night?
Around 9:30.
What did you do after they left? Just finished your work shift?
My shift.
How late did you work last night?
Till 10:30.
So what happened after you left there at 10:30? Where did you go?
I didn't left. I got done with work at 10:30.
Okay.
I stayed there.
Okay, how late did you stay there?
12.
Then what did you do after 12?
We went to a bar. Two of my friends and I.
Two of your coworkers?
Yes.
Okay. What bar did you go to? Do you remember?
Yes. Paradise.
Paradox? About how long did you stay at Paradox?
Like 3.
Till 3?
Last call.
And then where did you go after that?
Friend's house. I don't know. Where is the house? I don't know who was the guy.
Okay. How late did you stay there?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Or I was here to be honest. I never do this.
Okay.
And I feel bad about myself.
Okay.
Because I never took drugs.
Okay.
And last night, I don't remember how, but I took some.
You okay? Took some drugs last night?
Yeah.
Do you remember what kind of drugs?
I'm not sure, but it was white stuff.
Like,
Coke, I think.
okay. Powder or?
Powder.
And was that where were you when you took those drugs?
I was in the bathroom and the bar.
Okay. At Paradox?
Paradise.
Who gave you that?
I don't even know. See, it was a bunch of people there, and I just.
But you don't remember who gave you those drugs?
I was way too drunk.
Okay. Do you remember getting home last night?
Yes.
Well, what time was that?
About 4.
So 4 this morning. How did you get home?
I drove.
After you were at your friend's house, right?
Yes, we went to the restaurant I worked to pick up my car.
Okay. So when you got home this morning at 4 a.m., what did you do then?
Turn on the TV. I put it on record.
Okay.
And I turned on the TV.
Okay.
And then I turned the lights off. And I fell asleep. My brother woke me up at 9:45.
Your brother Sebastian?
Yes. He just spoke to me saying, "Oh, time to get ready for work."
Okay.
And I turned on the TV. Trying to watch the program I recorded last night.
Okay.
And then I get in the shower.
Okay.
Well, I didn't get in the shower right away. I hear them talking, my brother and girl and Breanna. I don't
Okay.
know what they're talking about.
So you heard them talking?
Yeah, I heard them talking. And then he left.
Where were they when they were talking?
In the room,
Okay, so you weren't in the shower at that time
At that
yet.
time.
You were looking at the TV? Okay.
trying to, yeah.
Could you hear what they were talking about?
So I just noises from voices, like right now they're talking, you can hear
Okay.
the noise, but no.
Okay. Did it sound like any arguing or anything
If
loud?
this is if it would be loud and I'm right next to the room,
Sure.
I would have heard something suspicious, but no.
Okay. And what time did your brother leave? Because all 3 of you are at the apartment at this time. At what time did your brother leave?
10 or 9:55 around that.
So he was only there for about 10 minutes after you woke up? Okay.
If I would have stayed at home, nothing would be on.
We don't know what really happened. So. Okay, so your brother left in his car to go to work. And he also works at LT, Secubus also. What time did you leave?
I left, I said 10:15.
What was Breanna doing during that time?
I don't know. Her door was closed, so she was sleeping.
So at the time you left, you still hadn't seen Breanna. You heard her talking a little bit before that, right? With the brother, but you hadn't seen her. Okay. So when you left, do you remember locking the door or anything like that?
See the door? I locked it, but this is the door and it's locked. You think it's closed, but you push it and it's open.
So the latch wasn't latched.
I don't know for sure, but when I came from work today, I opened the door because it was locked and it was closed. So I don't know if I closed it good or not because I was late for work, obviously. So I just went to work.
Okay.
But I don't remember if I locked it.
So you were at work. What time did you get to work?
Around 10:15.
How long did you work today?
From since I got there till 1. Yeah, I was sitting there watching TV a little bit.
What time did you leave work?
And leave at 1:20. I stopped at IHOP first for hot coffee, no hot chocolate.
Okay. And then what did you do after IHOP?
Then I get my car and go to my house.
Now, when you got to the parking lot, did you notice anything unusual or out of place?
Yeah, her car wasn't there.
Well, her mother had since showed up. Her mother had her car. That's where the car is. Grandma's mom had the car. So you parked your car in the parking lot, and then what did you do?
I got out, tried to get in the apartment, but the door was locked. So I unlocked it. I walk in the rest, and in the house, everything looked in place, okay, like I saw it this morning. Then I was walking in my room. I didn't even notice nothing at first. Walking in my room, I don't pay attention to her. And this is me walking in a little hallway, going to my room. But first, the body doesn't even look like a body because it was covered with towel. The face was covered by a towel. This is my door. This is their door. Was walking in. Then I see her. And actually,
Was her head close to the door, or was her feet close to the door?
her head.
Okay.
See, I'm drawing
Oh, okay.
right here. Covered by a towel.
Was her head in the hallway like that,
No,
out the door, or was it all the way into the room still?
I think it was in the door was open.
Okay.
This way.
Okay. Okay.
I don't remember if her head was out or in, but it was like between the door getting closer.
Okay.
I'm like, her car is not here. She's not here. I look at, who's this? Her car is not here. And then, who's this? Her car is not here. Then I lift the towel and I got the car. Then I yell, help! And I walk out of the house. The apartment right away. Went to that guy. Can you please call me for this? Call somebody. He don't know how to, speak English, I guess. And he went to the neighbors and asked for help. But I grabbed the towel, and I think when I run, I took it with me, and I leave it on I took it with me, I think, and I leave it here in a basket with dirty clothes.
In the living room?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, be advised, I'm talking with a witness here, Hugo, who discovered the victim there. He said that there had been a towel over her head, over her face, and that when he ran away from the door that he still had the towel. He believes he dropped it in a basket.
Of dirty clothes.
A basket of dirty clothes that would be like in the living room, kitchen area,
Right in front of the TV.
in front of the TV that's not being used.
A green towel right there.
And you're sure that that's Breanna, Ian, right?
I think so, of course. It's the only one.
Okay. Oh, you're saying I think so. It's the only girl.
I hope it's not.
Who else would it be if it was not Breanna? Okay. And what you said the towel was green?
I think it's green. I don't remember. So good.
Was there blood on the towel?
Yeah. See, this is a bigger towel like this,
Okay.
and then a smaller towel right here.
Smaller towel?
Yeah.
So there were two.
Yeah.
What color was the smaller towel?
I think that's a green one too, but covering the neck.
Did you take both towels and drop them in that basket?
I just took the big one and I saw the face.
Okay, and you left the smaller towel there?
Yes.
Now, you told me when we were out there at the apartment that she was laying on her back, and her head was close to the door, right? Now, what else describe for me what else you saw? You said that some of her clothes were missing. Is that correct?
Clothes missing. She didn't have. She was topless.
Okay, she was topless.
She had pants, black pants on. She was on top of all the dirty clothes, I think. I saw their radio. Their bed is here. The bed is here. All this part. A lot. on top of that thing. A lot of blood.
Blood on top of
the drops, the stereo, the mini stereo on your whiteboard. And then I saw the, how you call, ironer?
the iron?
Iron.
Sure.
It was broken, and it was by her feet.
Okay.
So I think maybe, I don't know, this is what I'm thinking, because the ironer was broken and it has plastic. So maybe somebody cut herself with the plastic, or I don't know, but it was suspicious to me to see the ironer broken over her. And then a mess in her room. Usually it's not a mess because she cleans really good.
What did you do then? When you saw her there?
I screamed, I ran out and I went call for help.
Where did you go for help?
Up in the apartment with Jose guy, apartment number 6.
Did you call anybody else besides having the police called?
I used my phone and I called my brother.
You said that was at 128, right?
Just look through the call history.
And what did you tell your brother?
I said, brother, there's something wrong with Breanna. Come home. No, wait. Somebody's going to pick you up. The guy with the minivan was going to pick him up.
Okay.
And they said, just relax. Everything is okay. Don't worry.
He said everything's going to be okay?
Yeah. Don't worry. Just stay by Breanna. I'll see her. What's wrong with her? Maybe just stay by her. Stay by her. I said, I can't, brother. I think she's dead. He said, don't worry. I'll be there. Don't worry. I'll be there. Before you guys showed up, I went there to look at her just because I couldn't believe what was going on. And the guy said, what happened? She's okay. Don't worry. And then, no, she's dead.
Who's the guy? Who said that?
The guy that lives about the one I told you. That's like his scratches in his eyeball right here. And then he's like, no, she's dead. Somebody killed her. And then we walked in there and then we saw the body.
Did that guy upstairs go in the apartment with you?
Yeah.
Do you know his name?
No. We all went in there.
Who's we all? Just you two?
No, that guy, me, and the old guy too.
From number.
And right before that, we walk in there too because the lady said, I want to see. I said, no, you don't want to see it. And then I want to see. And then she walked in there while I walk in there too. One of the ladies from the other building, I don't know what apartment, I don't know her name. She's from the other apartment.
She Hispanic lady?
I think so.
So the first time you, the guy from upstairs, and the guy from apartment went inside, did anybody say anything? No? Okay, and then you went back in again with the lady from the other building, and anybody else? Just you two?
We're walking with the lady first and then with the guys.
Okay, so you went in first with the lady. Just you and the lady?
Yeah, well, her friend was calling you,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay. And you didn't take anything else out of the apartment?
Out of the apartment, no.
Okay. Do you know if anybody else took anything out of the apartment?
No, I look at my apartment because I have dollar bills.
Sure.
Like all lying in my desk.
Okay, dollar bills? Okay, from work or from?
Tips, yeah.
Okay.
I'm very unorganized. My room is a mess.
Okay.
Always a mess. So if you look at clean, it's because, I don't know, something happened to me. I'm cleaning my room. But I look to see if somebody went in there to steal money. But the money is there. What's the point? I didn't count the money. I don't know how much money I have.
Yeah.
Maybe they took 20s or 50s or something I have there. I don't see it. I was so scared of seeing the body there. And it's my brother's girlfriend. Basically, I've seen her from me already because they've been dating for a long time.
How long have they been together?
I don't know, but a long time.
A year or more?
More than a year.
And I know I asked some of these questions already, but you don't recall your brother and Breanna ever arguing much about things? Or?
And I was hearing the lady from above with the guy saying that she hear fighting in the apartment. And how could that happen? I didn't hear anything. I'm right next to the door, so they don't.
Was there an argument this morning?
No.
Okay. It sounds like somebody heard an argument or heard a girl screaming this morning at about 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The girl said that, and I didn't hear anything. Okay. My brother left, the door was closed. How is she like right next to the door when I got there?
When you went to bed last night, did you go to your room or did you sleep on the couch?
My room.
Okay, so you did go to your room. So you went past their door and you saw it was open, closed? Okay. So how would you describe their relationship?
Better than many. Anybody you ask? There.
Was she involved with any drug activity or anything illegal that you're aware of?
No. See, while she's such a great girl, doesn't have many friends. Maybe. But I never see them. Usually, all kids here go out, come with friends, chill out. She's always at home, working, good study. Study so much, a lot.
She's still go to school or?
She is,
high school?
She's only 18. Prepares herself so much.
Where does she go to high school?
I think she goes to DC Everest. I always see her studying. She went to Dallas for presentation stuff. She won. She won that thing, and she has the opportunity to go to some other state. She's so smart. She's a good person. Never go out. Always studying, working, cleaning the house.
Now, and I don't mean to try to stir anything up here, but I mean, did you have any strong feelings for her at all? Had you ever had a relationship with her?
No, sir.
Had she ever sought a relationship with you?
No.
So there was nothing, a romantic relationship going on between the two of you? Okay. You didn't feel any jealousy toward your brother because of their relationship?
No. I had my relationships too. But I haven't dated no one in like 3 months. I look at her like a sister, she look at me like a brother. Really got into our family. Good girl.
We want to try to figure out what really happened here, obviously, and I think you want to figure that out as well.
Yes, sir.
So we know what was going on. What I'd like to do is I have here a voluntary consent to search form. It's a form for granting us permission to search. And what we'd like to do is I'd like to get a DNA sample from you today, a voluntary DNA sample. Hugo Ramirez, right?
Right.
And it says that you, Hugo Ramirez, do hereby voluntarily agree to allow a search of the following. And it's going to be DNA sample in the form of a fecal swab. Just looking for DNA to identify you as an individual. And in the apartment, if they find, maybe like that towel with blood on it, they'll probably check for DNA and see if, they might find some DNA that matches a Hispanic male. Well, if we have your DNA, we can see, well, it's Hugo's because he lives there. We can kind of understand a little bit more of that. It says here that this permission is freely given and voluntarily to, put me, no promises have been made to you, no threats, force, duress, or coercion has been used against you. Are you in agreement with that? Is that okay if we get that sample from you? I just need a signature right here from you, and then today's date. And I'll sign as a witness. If I could maybe have you write your address and apartment 1, then I'm going to have you just sign and date this as well. So if anybody has questions, I can say this was drawn by Hugo. Here are the swabs right here.
Why? I can't say that cannot be made by her herself. Because her boobs, her breasts were cut too. You could see fat from the,
they were cut?
Open? I don't open right here.
Okay. They were cut by the nipple area?
I think so, because I was all black too. Maybe she was touching
her chest was.
Maybe she was touching herself, or maybe she was trying to help, fight again. I didn't want to believe it. I couldn't believe it, sir. I thought it was maybe a joke by them. But no, it is her. I wanted to grab her.
Yeah.
To grab her, carry her out. But then I remember, no, that'll be easier.
Yeah, that's probably the best not to do that.
That's the easier for them to do it. You need to get DNA, what type? My fingerprint?
No, just saliva from the side here.
Oh.
It's just like a big Q-tip in here.
Because if you want fingerprints, I've been arrested and
Oh, no, we don't need that.
convicted to, I went to jail for 1 day.
Oh, okay. Nah, we don't need that. We just need some saliva from the... I'll just put this inside your mouth. I'll have you open your mouth.
They knew we should have moved all of that. I was comfortable there.
Can you open your mouth really wide? I'm just going to kind of rub this on the other side there. Thank you.
Who is my brother?
He's just right next door. The room next door.
Have you ever, in Wasa, somebody has ever killed somebody?
In Wasa?
Yeah.
It happens once in a while, unfortunately.
Her mom. Her dad. Oh, such a nice family.
Yeah. Does she have brothers or sisters?
One brother, I think.
Anything else that you think might help us understand what happened?
Somebody got in the house. Maybe forcing the door, jumping my window.
Did you see any signs of forced entry anywhere in the
I was so, the adrenaline in my body. I was so scared.
Do you have any knowledge of who might have done this? Any idea?
I don't want to, accuse anybody right now. But, and I've been living there for about 4 years. Nothing wrong.
Who is this? The guy upstairs?
The guy upstairs. I don't want to accuse him. I don't want you guys to think it was him. But it really looks suspicious to me that he wasn't there, but his girl was. Okay. His girl said that he heard fighting at around 9:30, which I was sleeping. If I was right there, a big fight like that, she wouldn't make so much noise for the pain. She would wake me up.
Now this is the guy that actually entered the apartment with you.
Right. That would wake me up.
Yeah.
Because, okay, when you cut yourself, you scream. Oh, now imagine somebody holding you, doing something you don't want. You'll scream. It's a reaction of the body. Call for help. Maybe she was sleeping too and she thought it was 9:30, which was 10:30.
That could be. I don't know. And I haven't talked with any of those individuals.
No, I'm just giving you my point.
Do you think your brother had anything to do with this? I know that's not a good thing to think about.
I know. I am thinking about it too. My brother, he was gone before me.
Did you have anything to do with this?
I got home and I looked at it.
Yeah, I understand.
Breanna. Call her Breanna, means little Breanna. And in Spanish is like, sure. Breanna, please, talk to me. Breanna, please. I want to hold her and take her out to the hospital. I have a picture of my head right now. Their face, their body.
Can I just see your hands once for me? Do you have any injuries or anything like that? Any recent injuries? I don't see anything, huh?
I burned myself.
Oh, that's from work, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. But you don't have any, new cuts or scratches or anything like that?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, on your hands, you don't have anything like that?
No, I don't have anything.
You weren't in any struggles or anything, it looks like.
That's what I'm saying. The other guy I saw, he has.
Yeah. And I passed that along to the officers that are out at the apartment right now. I told them that you had observed that. And I think they've already identified that man. So if I speak with him, I think he's...
You guys got any good detectives here?
We have very good detectives. Yep. They're going to be very committed to finding out what happened.
Early morning. Want you guys to find out who, why, what.
Yep, I I understand.
Please, like, I know you're doing your best.
Yeah, we're going to do our very best to figure out what happened. So if there's anything that you know that would help us, I appreciate you helping us out already, telling us what you saw and what you know about it. That's all very helpful.
I think she went there for a little while because the blood is dry and it stopped bleeding.
There you go.
Why is this?
Again, because I did not see any injuries, so I just want to make sure I took photographs to show that you didn't have any scratches or cuts or anything, on your hands. We have detectives out there that are there right now, and I believe one of those detectives will be coming back here shortly. And maybe he'll have some more information for you and some questions to see if we can figure this out.
It probably was a good idea when we showed up first to my brother.
Yeah. I think it would have been very difficult for him.
He would have touched her, grabbed her.
The boyfriend? That's Jose Sebastian. His last name is Ramirez, right? I know him as Sebastian now from talking to you, but his actual name, like you said, is Jose Sebastian. So they just wanted to make sure we were talking to the same person, because some people were saying Jose and some people were saying Sebastian, and so they thought that maybe there was a third brother. Did Sebastian have a good relationship with Breanna's mother? And
Yeah, you can ask her.
Yeah. She a pretty nice lady then?
Pretty nice. Yeah. And her dad also.
How did you get to work? Walk? Ride a bike? What? Drive a car?
I drove my car.
You drive your car? Okay. Do you guys each have separate cars, or? Okay.
The white Durango is parked out there. That's the one I use.
Oh, the Jetta is Jose's. Durango is yours. That's the one you drove to work and drove back. Gotcha. Do you have a cell phone? Okay. Can we look at that?
Of course.
Okay. Must have been a shock, huh?
Like, still have the picture of her.
In your head?
It was my sister, basically. And it's obviously somebody that knows maybe that she doesn't work on harassment.
That's possible.
This is a silly question, right? Do you guys call the FBI or something for these things?
Well, at this point, it'll be handled here with our detective bureau. I believe they're also working with the crime lab, the state crime lab, for assistance on things like this. Beyond that, I don't work in that unit, so I'm not really sure how they handle those kinds of things. Did you call Sebastian before or after the police were called? Do you remember? During, kind of like while that was going on?
Are you Hugo?
Yes, sir.
Hugo, my name's Matt Barnes. I'm a detective with the police department here. Do you keep your money in your bedroom?
Yes.
How much money do you think you had in your bedroom?
That's the point I was just telling to the guy. I never counted unless I get a bunch of, because those mostly $1 bills.
Where do you keep it in your bedroom?
In my bedroom, it's usually in a pocket, in a white pocket under my bed, or lying around on my desk, or my TV.
There's money spread out all over in your room. Is that normal?
Yeah.
That is normal?
For me, yeah.
Okay. Hugo, who would kill her?
I was one of asking to myself.
One of the reasons I asked you this, Hugo, and I realize this has got to be scary, and you're at the police department and the police are questioning you, and I know that would be scary.
No. Here. Well, I already talked to the guy, and I know this situation. Everybody's a suspect, even me. I saw it
Sure.
first.
But Hugo, right now, I don't necessarily think you're not a good suspect for me. Okay. I don't think you killed her.
Well, that's my sister.
Okay, but Hugo, I also think there's information you can tell me that you might not have told me yet.
Yeah.
Okay, and all I can tell you is I want to catch the people that did this.
Me too. Oh, I want you guys to catch it.
And here's the deal. I don't think this was random. I don't think someone just picked that apartment out of the blue and went in there to rob it, because if they wanted to rob it,
They wouldn't take my money.
they would have taken your money.
Huh.
Okay? And all the situations and circumstances there tell me this is someone that either knew you or your brother or her. Okay? So one thing. So I need to know who hung out, who might have, was there someone that was interested in her? And the other thing I'll tell you, Hugo, is, when you're upset and running to get help, you're saying things like, they killed her. Hugo, I want to know who they are.
I said they killed her. I didn't say they killed her. I said, she's dead. Somebody killed her. Well, they killed her, but I don't know.
Hugo, more than enough people heard you say they killed her. So that's what they're telling us. So I want to know who they might be.
Yeah, I don't know, sir.
Do you guys ever have friends come over?
Hardly.
Well, who's been there before?
A co-workers from us. That was probably February 25th, the last time.
February 25th?
Yes.
Was the last time anybody came over?
Mm-hmm. It was some friends.
From work?
Yeah, we celebrate my brother's birthday.
You haven't had any friends come over since then?
One girl.
Okay. Who's that?
Her name is Cassie.
Is she your girlfriend?
Ex-girl.
Okay. Hugo, we're going to need your help to catch the person that did this.
I'm willing to help, sir.
And
everything I can.
What's surprising to me is, if I'm right, and the person that did this knew either all of you or some of you, but you're saying nobody came and went from there. I mean, nobody ever came over. Is there anyone that had a problem with you or your brother?
No. We don't hang out. We don't go out. We don't have many friends, nor enemies. I mean, we just work, home, and realize school, work, home.
I think it's someone that's probably been there before. That's my suspicion.
I was thinking it's maybe her ex-boyfriend.
Who's her ex-boyfriend?
I don't know. That's the guy. It's my brother.
How long has your brother been dating her?
About 3 years. 4 years.
Keep writing your list, okay?
If we find a fingerprint at a crime scene, and we're able to lift or to get that fingerprint, there's computer software that we can use to analyze that fingerprint, but the way that works is the person needs to have been arrested before and have their fingerprints taken in order to find a match. Yeah. But, a lot of people have been fingerprinted before. A lot of people have, been to jail for a couple hours or this or that. Yep, stuff like that. So that database is pretty large, but it's not perfect. It doesn't include everything. How long have you been in the Wausau area?
Probably 8 months.
Where were you before Marshfield? How old were you when you were maybe 14, 15 or so? You worked quite a bit of hours?
11, 10 hours days.
Yeah. How many days a week?
6 days. Used to be 7. I feel like I am in a movie.
Yeah, I know it's a tough situation right now. Officer Klein was explaining to Sebastian next door, it may seem like it's wasting time just sitting here and waiting, but we're going to do everything that we can to figure out who's responsible for this. And we're just trying to work with the detectives right now so they can preserve the scene and the evidence.
Oh, all right. Take that. So I need you to fill this out first. This is just say you're giving us permission to search. And then it says right here, I hereby volunteer agree to allow a search of the following, which would be the vehicle. You just check this one, and then you describe it if it's a Dodge, a Dodge Durango.
You want to talk to your brother?
Yes.
Okay, we'll let you guys eat pizza and talk together in the next room, but you have to talk in English, okay?
Okay.
Detectives obtained a search warrant for Breanna's cell phone records. Her cell carrier provided investigators with the coordinates of her phone, which was still on. The GPS coordinates led them to a dumpster behind El Tequila Salsa, the restaurant where both Hugo and Sebastian work. When they initially looked inside the dumpster, they couldn't find anything. One of the detectives called Breanna's phone, causing the plastic bag the phone was in to be illuminated. Investigators could tell the to-go bag contained more than her phone, so they transported it to the station before looking inside. At this point, investigators' suspicion of Hugo and Sebastian increased, as was the suspicion of everyone else who worked at the Mexican restaurant. Detectives interview every employee of El Tequila Salsa who worked on the day of Breanna's murder. All of the employees provided their fingerprints and DNA. Detective Barnes said that due to the violent nature of the attack on Breanna, there was the potential that the perpetrator may have injured themselves. Investigators asked everyone who could be a suspect to show their hands, arms, and torsos. What investigators found inside the to-go bag suggested a different motive for this crime. The bag contained Breanna's phone, 2 mismatched knit gloves, and several pairs of what detectives believed to be Breanna Schneller's underwear. Detective Barnes said gloves make it less likely for the perpetrator to leave evidence at the scene. However, the perpetrator usually leaves evidence inside the gloves.
DNA samples are being requested from evidence found here in a dumpster at El Tequila Salsa restaurant in Wausau, less than 2 miles away from the murder scene.
At the coroner's office, Detective Barnes attended Breanna's autopsy. He attempted to count the number of injuries to her body, but said that it was impossible because there were just so many. The coroner located the broken off piece of blade from one of the knives in the bathroom sink in Breanna's face. A forensic analysis of Breanna's cell phone determined she was actively using it until 10:23 a.m. when she sent her final text. Detectives reviewed the surveillance footage from El Tequila Salsa, which corroborated the brothers' stories. Hugo arrived at the restaurant at 10:20 a.m., and Sebastian had already been there for around 10 minutes. Both brothers remained at the restaurant until Hugo left at around 1:20 p.m. With Breanna using her phone 3 minutes after Hugo arrived at El Tequila Salsa, he nor Sebastian could have been her killer. With Hugo and Sebastian's stories matching the surveillance footage, detectives interviewed the brothers again, this time less as suspects and more as witnesses.
We're going to talk about kind of the day or two before she died, what you were doing, where you went, who you were with, and then all the way up to the point where you found her. And then we'll ask you to go over again when you went in, what you saw, what you did. And then we might show you a few pictures and talk about some of the things inside that we already talked to you about today again. What was missing?
Guys were Juan Pablo, I don't know his last name, and Raul, I don't know his last name. Oh, Raul Ponce. Juan Pablo just worked there some weekends right now. And
What did Juan Pablo do?
he was a busboy cleaning tables.
What did Raul do?
He's a chef, cook.
What's his last name?
Ponce.
Ponce? Do they have cars?
Raul drives a small shoe car. I call it a shoe car because it looks like a shoe. I don't know if you saw those little cars, very old cars. I don't know the brand.
What color is Raul?
Black.
Okay.
Right. And Juan Pablo drives a black Tahoe. I mean a white Tahoe, a white SUV, a big Tahoe.
Okay.
What does Juan Paulo wear when he's working?
What he wears? He wears it's either a dress shirt like yours, it's either a black dress shirt or a polo with another like thing on top of it. I don't know what I call it.
What does Raul wear as the chef?
Chef jacket or shirt.
What color is that?
White.
You found her on Saturday.
Right.
Let's talk about Friday.
Okay.
Friday morning, what time do you get out of bed?
9:45.
What time do you have to leave there to go to work?
I had to be at work by 10, but I was late.
15 minutes.
I was late, like 10 minutes late, 20 minutes late, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. One time I was really early and the guy is like, what's wrong with you? Why are you here?
Friday, what time do you get to work?
It's 10.
And how long do you work for then? What time do you get done?
I was supposed to close on Friday, so I got done. I was supposed to get done at 11, but we closed it earlier. The kitchen closed earlier because the boss wasn't around, which was Roy. When Roy is not around, kitchen wash everything. Once the kitchen is closed, alright, 10:30 I'm done.
Can you change clothes?
No, just put my sweatshirt on.
Okay. And then what do you guys do?
I stay at the bar
And how long do you stay there till?
till 12. We were playing dice,
How many beers do you think you have?
like 5.
And then where do you go after you leave there at midnight?
First I stop at IHOP.
But all of a sudden this night, it's Raul and Eric who want you to go to the bar with them.
Right. Raul was saying, come on, what's the matter? Why you mad at me? We're always good. You always used to tell me to go this place. We always used to go together. And they convinced me. I'm like, alright, let's go. And we went to Paradise.
And what do you do at Paradise?
I was playing darts. I had a drink.
What did you drink?
I had Long Island iced tea.
Okay. That's like 5 drinks.
I know.
Just checking.
I never do drugs. Never ever. But that day I did.
What kind of drugs were they?
I think it was coke.
Was it powder?
Mm-hmm.
You snorted it up your nose?
Mm-hmm.
How many people did cocaine?
Only myself.
Did Miguel do coke?
I think he must. I went on.
Was he doing cocaine the same time you were?
No.
Did Raul or Eric use cocaine at all?
To be honest, that I don't know.
Okay, so how long do you stay at Paradox?
Till they closed.
And what time was that?
Little later than 2.
Okay. So then, who's driving?
Raul.
Okay. In Raul's car. Who are you with when you leave?
With Raul and Eric.
And where do you guys go then?
To a house. I don't know the guy's house. I think Raul knows it. Or, I don't know, after party.
So you go to the after bar party. Did he ever talk about Sebastian and Breanna?
No, never.
Did Eric ever talk about Sebastian and Breanna?
Not that night, not any time. That would be maybe with Sebastian, but no.
Did they like her?
I don't know. Breanna wasn't always around with them and us. I was always either with my brother and me, or with my brother and Eric.
So you're at the after bar party until what time?
I don't know. 4 maybe?
And then where do you?
3:30. Then Raul was gonna drop me off at my house, and I said, no. Take me to my truck. Your truck? Yeah, well, that car I'm driving. It's my responsibility.
Was your truck at?
In front of IHOP.
Okay. So he drops you off at your truck and then you drive home?
Mm-hmm. I was alone. Nobody followed me.
Do you go anywhere else on the way home? You
No,
just go straight home?
Go straight home.
And you get home and who's home?
I didn't remember seeing Breanna's car, but I saw my brother's car.
So then you get home and you go in your room, or do you sit in the family room, or where do you go in the
I went
apartment?
to my room right away.
So then the next morning, how do you wake up?
My brother saying, Hugo, time to get ready for work. I was like, okay. Alright.
So Raul Ponce, but did he work Saturday?
Yeah.
Do you know what hours he worked?
I knew he was there when I got there.
Did he ever leave?
Yes, he did.
When did he leave?
Between 10, I'll say 10:30 to maybe 11. Because he went to pick this guy right here, Luciano.
Luciano, doesn't he? Where does he live?
By our apartment.
Let me ask you a question that I did not ask Sebastian. Did Breanna, because I didn't want to upset him. It's very clear to me that Sebastian loves Breanna.
I think what comes to my head was maybe was she having an affair?
That's my question.
I don't either because I never see her with any other guy. And she loved my brother so much. A lot. She would do anything he would say. She would stay in the house even though she didn't like that house.
So, in all the time you've known Breanna and your brother, did either of them cheat on each other?
No. Second guy was Eric, because he did not show up to work, because he called my brother saying that he was with a girl, and because I thought maybe he was still drunk. The third guy was Raul, because Raul picked Luciano up. So it's between Raul, Luciano, or Eric. I'm very close to Eric, and it's hard for me to say Eric, but at this point anyone can be the one.
Has Eric been to your house?
Yes.
Has Raul been to your house?
Yes.
Has Luciano been to your house?
No.
Raul left to go pick up Luciano.
Mm-hmm.
About the time you get to work, shortly after you get to work?
Shortly after, probably, yeah.
How long was he gone for?
I was in the others, I wasn't in the kitchen, but I don't know for sure. Maybe till 11, or a little after 11.
Okay. So, you're saying you think Raul would have had the opportunity to do that?
Yeah, but by seeing the scene with Breanna's dead body there, and it wasn't anymore like fresh blood. With the jugular cut, it pumps the blood out. So it has to be really fresh, the stuff. But the blood didn't look red to me anymore. It looked kind of purplish. Like really, it was dried up already.
Do you think Raul liked Breanna? Would Raul go over and...
Raul would like anyone. Raul would like anyone.
Does he ever just come over to the house?
No.
Unannounced?
No.
How many times does he pick Luciano up? Is that normal?
Normal. But the point here is that he didn't know Breanna wasn't home because Breanna's car wasn't there.
Do people know you keep money in the house?
Yes.
Did Raul know you keep money in the house?
Everyone knows.
How does everyone know?
I always used to say my bank is my bed.
So if someone knew you had money there and drove by and saw that your car wasn't there and Sebastian's car wasn't there and Breanna's car wasn't there, they might think that's a good time to go steal your money.
Mm-hmm. I keep blaming myself for not doing anything else. For not trying to take her to the hospital, for not getting home earlier.
You go.
Because I stopped blaming myself for that. But I tried to do something, but I couldn't.
You go. Look at me once. I'm going to tell you the absolute truth. She was dead. There is nothing you or the best doctor in Wisconsin could do that would have helped her at that point.
Okay.
You go. We know you didn't kill her. Okay, we know that. Who left for work first?
My brother.
Was Breanna laying in the hallway there
No.
when you left for work? You're sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, so when you go to work, is your brother there?
Yeah.
Does your brother stay there
Yeah.
up to the point where you go on break at 1?
Yes. When we stayed and we never left.
So was there any chance your brother went home for an hour?
No.
So is there any way you can think of that your brother could have been the one that did this?
No.
You saved Sebastian from having to see the love of his life like that.
I know. I told her it was a destiny for me to go in there because if you would have got there, you would have missed everything up. You would move her around, cry over her, never listen. No, you wouldn't even call the police.
You can call, if you hear anything or you want to talk to me, you can call me anytime. If it's 2 in the morning and you found something out and want to tell me, you call that number. Do you recognize this glove?
Yeah. Could be my brother. brothers from Winter, so.
Do you recognize this glove?
No. No, not that one. But that one shows blood over. And that one, that looks like a girl's glove.
But you've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
Investigators searched for any video surveillance that could aid in identifying the person who placed the to-go bag inside the dumpster. The El Tequila Salsa surveillance footage did not capture the dumpster, so investigators checked the footage from a nearby gas station. At 1:16 p.m. on the day of Breanna Schneller's murder, an individual wearing a white shirt walked from the back of El Tequila Salsa to the cardboard dumpster. They spent about 30 seconds at the dumpster and returned to the restaurant. Due to the distance from the gas station camera, it was impossible to identify them. When cross-referenced with the El Tequila Salsa surveillance, detectives determined that an employee had left out the back door with the to-go bag. Investigators tracked the man's movements throughout the restaurant on the morning of Breanna's homicide. A few hours earlier at 10:21 a.m., the employee is observed leaving the restaurant wearing a brown sweatshirt. At 10:56, the individual returns, no longer wearing the brown sweatshirt. The man was away from the restaurant during Breanna's estimated time of death. After showing the footage to the kitchen manager, he identified the employee as Raul Poncerocha. Detective Barnes said that Raul became their prime suspect.
I'm Cord Buckner. Raul? Yeah. Okay. Kind of where we start off is you're not under arrest or not in any trouble. We're investigating. I don't know what Rogelio told you.
No, he just told me that you want to talk to me for like kind of an interview.
Yeah. Just to talk about, do you know what's been going on, or have you heard?
Well, I hear a little bit, and what I know was what Hugo told me.
Okay.
Like, because I get a phone call that day from him.
Okay.
So that's all I know.
Oh, what did Hugo tell you?
He just told me, hey, tell Rogelio that I'm not going back to the restaurant today. Either my brother, but he was crying, so I was like, what's going on? And he's like, well, I just found Breanna, she's dead. I'm like, what?
So yeah, basically that's what we're investigating is what happened to Breanna. Okay. We asked you to come down here to see if you're willing to talk. I assume you came down here. Is it okay if we talk?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Because what we're basically trying to figure out is just kind of go through what you know, like what Hugo and Sebastian did that on Saturday, and then kind of just go through the day, both Friday and Saturday for you too, and maybe something in there is might be helpful to us. So that's kind of what we're looking to do. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you are a chef.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Let me get some of the boring stuff out of the way first. It's Raul
Ponce
Rocha. Do you have a car?
No.
You don't have a car? You drive?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. What do you drive when you drive?
My mom's car.
What does she have?
It's a Golf, black Golf.
Oh, Volkswagen?
Yeah.
Volkswagen. Okay. Well, we know Breanna obviously was alive Friday, so something happened Saturday. So what we're doing is talking about Friday and Saturday. So let's start just with you and talk about what did you do Friday when you...
Friday?
What time did you wake up and start from there maybe?
Well, Friday I get up like 8:30. I went to work because I'm the one that opens, so I open at 9. I work 9 to 9. And after that, I went back home and I changed. I went back to the restaurant. I was drinking with some friends, with Paco, Eric, and Hugo.
Okay.
After the restaurant, we went to the Paradox. We were playing food and drinking, and we went to a friend's house to drink, and then we went home. Well, we took Eric home, and Hugo, we took him to the restaurant because his truck was there. So first we took Hugo to the restaurant to grab his truck, and then we took Eric home.
Okay.
Then I went home.
So what time are you home by roughly?
I was home around like 5:20.
5:20. And did you have to work Saturday?
Yeah.
What time?
9.
Oof. How much sleep did you get?
Like hour.
An hour?
Maybe
How old are
an
you?
hour and a half.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Oh, you can still do that when you're 22. Did you drive to work that day?
Yep, I did.
The Gulf?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So your work roughly at almost 9 open, and then how late do you work on Saturday?
Saturday, 9.
9 to 9?
Yeah.
Did you ever leave the restaurant that day?
Yeah, in the morning,
What time in the morning?
like around 10:30, 10:20.
And did you see Sebastian and Ugo before you left?
Yeah, because they were already at the restaurant.
Oh, they were? Yeah. What time did they come, you know?
I don't really know. I can tell you what time because, like, I'm, prepping everything, getting everything ready, so I don't know. And, like, they outside, like, cleaning the tables and everything. So, I don't know.
When people come to work, where do they all come in at? Is there an employee entrance?
Yeah, the back door.
Does that come through the kitchen?
Yeah.
Oh, so everybody comes through the kitchen when they come in. Okay. Okay, so you leave at what, 10, did you say?
10:30-ish.
10:30-ish? And where?
I went to the apartments to pick up Luciano because he lives there.
Which apartment?
Where Payugo is.
Oh, that same.
Yeah, he lives there. Luciano lives there.
Do you know which building is Ugo's?
Yeah.
You know the address?
I know.
You know the number of it? Where is it in relation to Luciano's then?
Where Luciano lives?
Yeah.
Oh, he lives in the corner, the last apartment.
Oh, in the corner. So you got to come in and go to the left?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where did you park then when you came in?
Where did I park? In front of Luciano.
In front of Luciano's? Okay. Was Luciano ready to go, or?
Yeah.
So it's honk the horn? And he comes out?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you usually pick him up to come to work, or?
Yeah, but not all the time. When I have a car, I do.
Oh.
When I don't, I don't.
How long does it take you to drive from Tequila to those apartments?
Like 10 minutes.
So you pull in, and do you have to honk the horn, or is Luciano coming out?
No, I did.
How long does it take for him to come out after you honk the horn?
Like 2 minutes.
Alright. Then what happens?
Then we went back to the restaurant.
Another 5-10 minutes back to the restaurant. And then what happens the rest of that day?
Well, then we start working.
You got a call from Ugo?
Yeah.
What time was that?
I think that was around 2.
So he calls around 2, and what does he tell you exactly?
He's like, did you tell Rogelio that I'm not going back to work today either? My brother. And then he started crying. I was like, why? What's going on? He told me that Breanna was dead.
What words did he use to say that?
Like, somebody killed Breanna. That's what he said.
And what did you say?
He didn't say anything. And I just asked him, I was like, are you okay? And he was like, we talk later. And he hung up.
Do you know what kind of car Sebastian has?
It's a blue car.
How about Ugo?
He has a truck, a white truck.
How about Breanna?
I know it's a white car too.
Do you know where they usually park their cars when they're at home?
No.
Do you remember if you saw any of those cars when you came to pick up Luciano?
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember? So if I asked you if Sebastian's car was there, what would you say?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. How about Ugo's?
No, I know Ugo's was in the restaurant because he was parking in the back. And that was my car, my mom's car, the back too. Yeah, I saw Ugo's truck.
How about Breanna's car?
No.
You didn't see it? Would you normally have noticed that, or?
No, really.
After picking up Luciano, did you go straight back to the restaurant, or did you stop anywhere?
No, we go straight back.
Straight back. How long do you think you were gone in total?
Like 20 minutes.
Alright. And where did you park when you came back?
When I came back, in the back, like in the door, right in the entrance door, like in that side, like almost in front of the door.
So Luciano goes in, are you right behind him when you come in the restaurant? Did anybody stay outside to smoke or do anything before going into work?
No.
Okay. Then once you guys both go into work, did And either of you have to leave work again for any reason or go back outside for any reason?
Well, no. I left again, but that was like in the afternoon when Rogelio asked me if I can be a waiter, because Hugo and Sebastian were gone, and I went home to change to be a waiter because I was with my cook clothes.
Oh, what time was that then that he asked you to do that?
That was like almost 4, maybe 3:30.
When you left to pick Luciano up, were you still wearing your white chef shirt?
Yeah.
But then Luciano had to come in and change into his white?
Yep.
Is that kept at work?
Yep.
Oh. What else? What other duties do you guys have to do besides cook in the back?
Well, clean. Like we cook and clean.
Oh, you do?
And like me, I have to do the list, like the inventory, what we need, and like call the company, do my order for what we need.
Who hauls out the garbage?
Oh, the dishwashers.
Dishwashers too? Does anybody else have to go out? Where do you guys dump all the garbage?
By IHOP, in the corner.
Oh, okay. How many containers are out there for dumping garbage? You know, 'cause like here, when we do our garbage, we have to some stuff is garbage, some stuff is cans and bottles, and other stuff is cardboard and stuff. You guys all have all that separated
Yeah,
out?
but I think it's just two, I think so, I'm not sure. I think it's one for garbage and one for the cardboard.
Do you remember if you went out to the dumpster anytime that day?
No, not that day. When I go there, it's just Mondays that I have to close, so, but when we close, we help each other out. So we help the dishwasher to dump the garbage. But it's just Mondays.
Have you ever been over to the house, over to Hugo and Sebastian's apartment?
I've been there? Yeah.
Inside the apartment?
Yeah.
When was the last time you were inside?
No, Sebastian's birthday.
Oh, when was that? This year?
Yeah, this year.
The other thing we're doing is asking people to provide, if you're willing to, is provide the DNA and hair samples and fingerprints. Is that something you're willing to do?
That's okay.
Okay. This just says, I, Raul, I put your full name, Ponce Roca, your birthday, your address. I do voluntarily agree to allow a search of the following. It says, my person, a DNA sample, buccal swab, which is we just do a swab inside your mouth. It's like a Q-tip. And then a hair sample. So you agree to both those two things? Okay. Before you sign it, read that part.
So I think.
Can you tell me what this means in your own words?
Yeah, that you're not making sign, you don't give so many, some lives to sign, right?
Yep.
So did I sign?
Yeah, you said. How busy was it yesterday on Cinco de Mayo?
Pretty busy.
Yeah. Do you know anything that can help us figure out who killed Breanna?
I don't know.
Do you have any ideas as to why that might have happened?
No, because I don't know. I knew that she was Sebastian's girlfriend, but I never talked to her.
When's the last time you saw her?
I don't remember, but that was at the restaurant, because she used to go there with either to pick up Sebastian or to eat it. But that was at the restaurant.
So the last time you would have seen her was at the restaurant?
Yeah.
Do you remember when you might have last seen her? But you didn't see her Saturday?
No.
Did you see her Friday? Where are you from?
Mexico.
How long have you lived here in Wausau?
5 years.
Oh. Did you come from Mexico to Wausau or were you somewhere else?
Yeah. And then I have family in Wisconsin else. I was living there 3 months, just summer, until the school starts again. But I went to Wausau West High School.
Oh, okay. Did you graduate?
Yeah.
What year?
2006.
Where in Mexico were you from?
Mexico City.
Mexico City. How old were you when you moved from there to here?
To here?
To the United States?
I was gonna be 17. I was 16.
16? Are you married or something right now?
No, I'm single.
Single? No girlfriend? No. And how long did that take to go pick up Luciano?
20 minutes.
What did you have on when you went and picked up Luciano?
Yeah, this shirt, my pants and my white shirt. Work.
And what was Luciano wearing when you got there?
And no jeans and a shirt. I don't know what the shirt.
Those are the same pants that you wore on
Yeah.
Saturday? How about those shoes?
Yeah.
Those are the same ones?
Go ahead and take this. We'll let you do it yourself. Just stick it in your mouth and just rub it against your cheek real hard. Okay?
The other thing we'll ask your permission to do, well, aside from the fingerprints too, but can you show us your hands? Do you have any injuries, any cuts to your hands? These? This? Is that one on your thumb? What about this down here? What's that one? What's this one from?
Slicing on.
Onion? When did you do that?
Like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Alright. How about this one?
The same. Like shaving the knife.
Mm-hmm. Sharpening? Or?
Sharpening the knife.
Oh. When was that?
The same. The same day.
Same as that one? How about this one? It's on your thumb, on the ID thumb.
I don't know how.
Okay. Take your shirt off.
We just want to see if you have any
Injuries?
injuries or anything. Before you do that, though, can you just take your hat off? I'm just going to take a picture of you. Okay?
This one too?
Yes, please.
Just turn around real quick. Okay. What do you think of Sebastian?
What did I think about him?
Yeah. How well did you know Sebastian?
I didn't know him like very well, just since we started talking since Rogelio opened the restaurant.
Okay.
And that was like I think six months ago. So, but he's a nice guy.
Did you see Breanna ever come in, or have you met Breanna?
No, like met her. No, I know that she was Sebastian's girlfriend.
You saw her when you were at their apartment for Sebastian's birthday, or was she not there?
I don't know if she was there. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't. Okay. So have you ever had any contact with Breanna at all? Like touch her or nothing? No. Okay. What did you think when you heard about this?
That was like sad. Like I couldn't believe it. Like because like Ugo likes to play jokes. Like, just playing, but when he said that, at first I was like, yeah, and he started like crying, I hear him crying, and I was like, you okay? He's like, no, I'll talk to you later.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. I don't have anything. Because like I said, I don't even know like what's going on with their relationship, or like between her and Ugo, so I don't know.
What about Ugo?
Ugo, yeah.
You've been friends with him for a while?
At the same time.
Same time?
Yeah. But I used to like hang out more with him. Like go play pool or bowling or go out to the drink.
Do you think he could have done this? What makes you say that?
Why? Because I don't think like because I saw him cry for one of his ex-girlfriends because she left him. Like my personal opinion.
When do you work next?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow at what time?
9 to 9.
9 to 9. What do you think should happen to whoever did this to Breanna?
What do you think should happen?
What should happen to them? What sort of punishment should they have?
Well, I think he's gonna go to jail.
For how many long should they go?
Harm.
Do you wear your hat when you're at work?
Yeah.
Do you wear it like that, or do you wear it some other way?
No, yeah, and like when it's very hot that I start like sweating, I just put it back.
Oh, backwards. When you left to go pick up Luciano, what were you wearing?
My white shirt, the one that I cook with.
Yeah.
And this.
Oh, was there anything over your white shirt? Does anybody else wear their hat backwards in there? At work, do people have like a hat like this backwards?
No,
Did
I'm the only one that use.
Did you ever take out the garbage?
No.
No, never.
No, Saturday.
When we talk to people, try to get information, we have other information we compare it to. And if the information matches up like this, no problem. When the information doesn't match up, doesn't mean there's a problem, just means we have to explain a little bit more. So I'm trying to figure out these details because based on what you're telling me, there's some inconsistencies in what you're telling me with what other information we have. And I want to be very clear about it because it's very important. The first one is, you said it took you 20 minutes to go to and from.
Yeah.
Okay. Could it have been 10 minutes?
Well, no, because I don't. I always
Oh.
try like to the limit.
Okay. Could it have been an hour?
No.
No. Half hour?
When you come back, like we told you before, you're not wearing that brown sweatshirt when you walk in. What did you do with it? Where is it?
It's in my house.
It is in your house. Where in your house?
It's in my room.
In your room? Okay. So, what other place could it be if you leave wearing it,
Maybe in the car.
you don't get out of the car, and when you come back in to the restaurant, you're not wearing it?
That's what I'm trying to think where.
So where would it be?
In the car.
In the car. You think you left it in the car?
Well, I think I don't remember, but I think what I did, I it's like wet my hair. I don't know how you call it. It's a hose in the back, not hose, water tank. Like
There's a water tank behind the restaurant?
not tank, a tank where you open it and it comes water. I don't
Okay.
know how you call it, hose. Maybe I because I used to do that like when I'm like sweating when I'm warm, like I put water in my head.
So when you come back, you use the faucet?
Maybe, I don't remember. Maybe because I used to that. And if
That would be something that you remember.
No, I was tired.
This is just a few days ago.
Yeah, but I was tired because I didn't get that much sleep.
And why would you use the faucet?
Just to like put water in my face and my hair. Well, I have.
Did you get the sweatshirt wet?
No, maybe I take it out because I don't like to get my sweatshirt wet. So maybe I take it out.
We need to take it out.
Like,
Take it off?
take it off and put it in the car.
How warm was it that day? What do you remember? I mean, you were wearing the sweatshirt.
Yeah. But I was like hangover, like, I don't know if I did it to like wake up.
Mm-hmm. Do you go to the dumpster over here, where the cardboard is? You sure you're not remembering correctly? Was there maybe one time that the video would show you going over there to put something in the dumpster, cardboard?
No, because like when I take the cardboard out of the only days that I do that is on Mondays. And like if I take the cardboard out, I leave it outside, and the dishwashers take care of that. Don't remember like taking garbage out.
You don't remember. Here, and this photo is from 1:20 p.m. on Saturday. You are doing what here?
Putting the cardboard there, like maybe take it out.
So what are you doing? Where are you putting the cardboard?
Like outside, here's the door, and we put it like outside, like right there.
Okay. And how long does it sit there before somebody takes it over to the cardboard dumpster?
How long?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you see anybody take it right after you put it there?
No. I don't know because sometimes.
So you're saying you took it out and put it outside the door,
Yeah.
behind the building, and you didn't take anything over to the dumpster. You didn't see anybody else come out and take it over to the dumpster.
Well, take it out, no.
And like I showed you before, this is a picture of you coming in the morning at like about 8:50. When you open up, you're wearing your hat there. You can kind of tell that's your hat with the bottle opener on it. And you're wearing that brown sweatshirt. Yes? Yes. And this is from 10:20 in the morning, Saturday. Do you believe this is you walking out with your hood up?
That sweatshirt you're talking about, can we get that from your house? Where is it? Where would it be? In your room. Here's what I think so far is my inclination right now is that you might not be the guy, but I think you know who is the guy. See how many pictures we have?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a test.
No, I do.
You need to pass this test. Because if I say that it looks like you guys come back in a red pickup truck, and we have video showing this, and we already talked about whether video lies or not. Does video lie? No, it don't. I know you drove the car to work. I believe you drove the car over to get Luciano. And I know it took you longer than 20 minutes to get back. I know you don't have your sweatshirt when you walk in. You say you left it in the car.
This is the same form that we signed for your hair and your DNA. This is for a sweatshirt. I wrote right here, upstairs room, second from the left. Search for brown hooded jacket / sweatshirt, whatever it is, a sweatshirt jacket. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Is that something you're willing to let us do? Yes. Okay. You don't have to let us do that. Do you understand that?
No, yeah, but I want to.
You want to help?
Yes.
Before, when you were letting us take pictures of your hands, you had some cuts on your hands, small ones, a long time ago. Is that one just does not want to heal up, or?
I know this one bad. That was bad.
This was bad.
I don't even. Well, I don't know how to cut it faster. Like they were teaching me.
Can I get you something? Candy?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna wait.
You're gonna wait and eat at home? Okay. What do you like to eat?
Mexican food.
Un momento. That's pretty good, huh?
He was in Aruba once. We're just in a spot now where it's, like, again, there's too many inconsistencies in what you're saying for us to feel comfortable that you're not involved in this in some fashion. Okay. And a lot of it deals with all these people that are coming in with you at the time that you're supposed to be coming back. That you didn't tell us about before, and now they're on camera, and things just don't add up.
Ro, you want to help us prove you didn't do this?
Yeah.
Here's what I need you to do then, okay? I would like your permission to take your shoes, and we'll give you money for new shoes if you'd like, to buy more shoes like that. We would like your pants and your hat. Okay? That would help us prove whether you were involved or not. Okay? You're willing to do that? Okay, I'm going to fill out forms, just like the other ones you've done.
Any concerns or thoughts? No. Are you worried about anything? No. What are you thinking? Nothing?
Nervous.
Nervous?
I never been in this situation before.
Okay. Is there anybody at work that doesn't like Sebastian or Google?
No, that I know.
I'm going off of what you first said before we started getting into some clarifications. Okay. The first thing is what you were wearing. You said white shirt. Among your other things, white shirt. Second thing is how long it took you to pick up Luciano. You said 20 minutes. It took longer than 20 minutes based on the video. The other thing is you say you did not do anything with the garbage.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Like taking it to the dumpster. Like taking it out outside.
Right. But the video suggests that you did go all the way out to the dumpster. So that's another thing is when I asked you, what did you do when you came back from picking up Luciano? Did you come right in, or did you do anything outside first before coming in? And you seem to recall, no, we just came in, and you went on with your business. Showing the video, you say, maybe I stopped outside and used the faucet to wet my hair, and then you come right in after using the faucet to wet your hair, and then you wash your hands in the sink. And then I also remember asking you that when you came back with Luciano, you both came in the restaurant, and I asked you, did you go outside the restaurant? Did you go back outside for any reason? You didn't seem to remember doing that. You seem to remember just going about your business, maybe getting your apron type of thing, initially. Do you remember saying that, or do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay. But the video shows that you come in, wash your hands at the sink, and then go back outside again for a period of time. So you see what I'm saying? There's all these little details that aren't accurate on the first go-through that then change once we show you something.
In Mexico City? Yep. January 24th from 87.
We contact them and they talk to you. But there has been a detainer put on you. Has this ever happened to you before?
No.
I think then what we're going to do, because you are in our custody for that detainer from ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, that we're going to place you in handcuffs. Okay, so I need you to stand up and turn around for me. Maybe up from the jail?
Okay, let me just explain to you why this happened. This isn't something we planned to do. Like when I told you before, I'm going to be honest with you. When I'm telling you we didn't plan to do this, I'm telling you the truth. It's just there's too many inconsistencies here for us to just let you just walk out of here. And if your status is as has been determined by this immigration person that called you, we can't take a chance that you're just going to walk out of here and go and take off. Because if you're involved in this, that could be that could be a likelihood of something that could happen. And like I said, there's too many inconsistencies here for us to be assured that you have no involvement in this murder. Do you have any questions about that?
So I'm going to get reported or what?
I don't know. I have not had to deal with immigration issues before. Okay? But they're using specific terms when they tell us what's happening. His term that he used to me was he's authorizing a detainer. And a detainer means they have the authorization to hold you to further determine your status, whether or not you're here legally or illegally. As a non-U.S. citizen who is being arrested or detained, you are entitled to have us notify your country's consular officers here in the United States of your situation. You're also entitled to communicate with your consular officers. A consular officer may be able to help you obtain legal representation and may contact your family and visit you in detention, among other things. If you want us to notify your consular officers, you can request this notification now or at any time in the future. Do you want us to notify your consular officers at this time? Yes. Are you nodding? Oh, not yes? Okay. I'm going to call. What I'll do is I leave a message with them, let them know where you are. I'll give them your name. I'll give them your phone number. Give them your mom's phone number.
With Raul's mismatched timeline and the video surveillance of him throwing away the to-go bag filled with evidence, investigators had enough for a search warrant for his residence. They searched Raul's house, which was his parents' house, where his siblings also resided. Initially, nothing inside Raul's bedroom seemed out of the ordinary. However, upon lifting the mattress, detectives found 4 pairs of women's underwear and several pornographic videos. They located a brown hooded sweatshirt similar to the one Raul wore when he left the restaurant to pick up Luciano. Detectives observed a long hair near the waistband of the sweatshirt. Inside Raul's bedroom, they found a glove that matched the one inside the dumpster. Detective Barnes said the sweatshirt, the hair, women's underwear, the glove, and his timeline all point to one person as Breanna Schneller's killer, Raul Ponce-Roca. A few months after Breanna Schneller's murder, the DNA results came back on the items investigators submitted. Raul's DNA was on the handle of the iron and the knot that tied the to-go bag. The glove found inside the to-go bag had Raul's DNA on the wrist and Breanna's blood on the outside. The long brown hair from Raul's sweatshirt was Breanna Schneller's hair.
22-year-old Raul Ponce-Roca was arrested in Dodge County, charged with Breanna Schneller's murder, pleading not guilty.
Craig was no further than 10 feet away when he first saw Raul in court. He said that he wanted to reach out and rip his heart out. Hugo Ramirez said that Raul was a talkative and fun guy. He said he was surprised someone he worked with would do something like that. Craig said that the evidence against Raul was overwhelming. He said that he knew Raul was responsible for taking his daughter.
Find the defendant, Raul Ponce-Roca, guilty of first-degree intentional homicide.
The judge sentenced Raul to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Without a confession from Raul, it's impossible to know exactly what had occurred. Detective Barnes believes that Raul saw Sebastian and Hugo at the restaurant. He left work and drove by the apartment where the brothers and Breanna resided. He did not see Breanna's car in the parking lot, so he entered the apartment to steal underwear. Breanna caught him in the act. Knowing that she could identify him, he reacted by picking up the iron and assaulting her. He then goes into the kitchen, retrieves 2 knives, and stabs her dozens of times until she dies. In the aftermath, Craig said he wanted to have his way with Raul. However, recently, he's been working towards forgiveness. He said he's not there yet, but he's trying and wants a face-to-face meeting with Raul. Stacy Peterson said he took away someone's child, and he took away my student. Breanna had a lot of life left, and Raul took it away. Hugo said he doesn't think he will ever be able to get over it. He said, "She loved my brother Sebastian, and he loved her too. You can tell how much he misses her." Rocky said he didn't think a person could be that evil and do the amount of damage Raul did. He said, "I'll always have a part of me that's lost." Madeline said, "I will always remember Breanna. My life is not the same without her." Craig said he misses Breanna tremendously and that she was a special girl. For more videos of cases never seen on YouTube, click one of the videos on screen now or the links in the pinned comment. Goodbye for now.